This operation is brought to you by War Thunder. See you later.
Now Twinkies have the same great taste as Ogre Green Creamy Filling. Wow.
Today, faithful viewer, we journey into the swampy mouth of madness. To a time where green gush pulsated from every facet of life, where even today there exists a whole Shrekonomy of souls desperate to sell their 20-year-old Shrek hand soap and body wash. May 2004 was the time of Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
The Shrek 2. 5 minutes of Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 did $92.2 million.
It's kind of hard to describe just how much of an instant hit Shrek 1 was. The energy it brought is so normalized and expected now, but between the pop culture references, poking fun at Disney and fairy tale tropes, mixed with some gross out humor, there's a unique edge to Shrek that made it, cool. It was cool to like Shrek. It didn't feel like just another animated kids movie. Sure, DreamWorks and Disney were both playing around with some more adult references, but back then I had no idea how much of a phenomenon Shrek truly was. I knew it was popular and I knew it was well liked, sure, but kid me had no idea that it was such a hit with adults too. That was until I went to go see Shrek 2 in theaters opening day, and I shit you not, it still stands as one of the most packed theater experiences I've ever seen in my life. There were legions of adults wearing Shrek merch. My memory of first watching Shrek 2 is aligned with what was a sea of people wearing Shrek ears silhouetted against the screen. There were lines of families, college kids, people of all ages out the door. This was back when theaters didn't have assigned seating yet, so not only were we lucky enough to grab a seat, it was so packed in my showing that there were groups of people sitting on the floor and against the wall for the entire movie. I've never seen anything like it. That's just how crazy Shrek 2 was. And it was a sequel I had been waiting for with deep anticipation. Shrek 2 was probably the first movie where I made note of the release date and started counting down the days. So for a while, Shrek 1 was all I had. I'd watch it over and over, and I didn't just love the characters. I loved all the little details, spotting what everyone was doing in the background, but also I just really loved the vibe of Shrek and its world. My mind used to run wild imagining what was beyond the horizon of those green Windows XP hills. It seemed so boundless, like there's so much empty space in Shrek, especially relative to how small and contained the story itself was. I guess today we call this liminal spaces in Shrek, but all I knew was staring at this made my goopy child brain feel like McDonald's Sprite. I kept wondering what the rest of this world looked like. The opportunities seemed so endless, it was hard for me to envision what more Shrek really entailed. Summer 2003, DreamWorks released some sheets promoting their upcoming releases. They got a super early look at Madagascar, Shark Tale, and Shrek 2, which didn't really show or tell us anything new. I mean, you'd probably just assume these were just some placeholder renders from Shrek 1. No, what I saw as a kid was that first teaser poster, just the number 2, with some Shrek ears. Fucking genius.
Excuse me, I need to have an ogre taken care of.
There's only one fella can handle a job like that.
Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots.
Look out, Shrek! He got a piece! I think the big standout moment that caught on from all the trailers and TV spots was obviously Puss in Boots doing the cutesy eyes. That just immediately won everyone over as expected. And of course, that translated to the merch, where we got little plushies. Oh, look at him with his little boots. And then on the flip side, we got Jumbo Shrek. Yeah! Just a truly cracked down, ghoulish rendition of our favorite ogre. He looks busted as hell. Poor Shrek's getting flashbacks to the war. That's right, men, it's War Thunder. The most comprehensive vehicle combat game you'll find. And that's free. For consoles, mobile, and PC, sir. That's right. I mean, just look at it. With over 2,500 playable vehicles. I'm talking tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships. Modeled after from all around the world. That's insane, sir! No, it's War Thunder is what it is. With highly detailed graphics and sound effects that will take you back to all of our glory days in the trenches. Individual engines, weapons, and even crew members are modeled to recreate real-world counterparts. Just like us! You've got arcade mode for fast-paced action, simulator mode for ultimate realism, and realistic mode, the perfect balance between the two. Join War Thunder's community of over 95 million players in large-scale PvP games for free on PC, console, or mobile.
Sure, yes, sir.
Use our links below in the comments and description. New and returning players on PC and console who haven't played for at least 6 months will receive one whopping massive bonus pack, which includes the exclusive vehicle decorator, Eagle of Valor, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account. Free and available for a limited time. So get moving! It's War Thunder!
Walmart is proud to introduce our newest associate, Gingy.
Hey, gang, follow me to Walmart's Toyland.
At the time, you could probably find a Shrek 2 branded product on almost every aisle. So of course we got a bunch of Shrek 2 watches with Kellogg's breakfast cereal. I remember getting Human and Ogre Fiona both times and just being so upset I got Girl Toy.
Hey, Donkey, what's up?
Well, I'll tell you what's up. This is what's up.
Well, there's been some technological advancements since the first movie.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know a receding mane was an advancement.
It's realistic.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, it's a little bit too real. Just fix it.
Understandable.
I look like Shrek. It's hideous.
Hello.
It was just everywhere. Yeah, Shrek 2 Twinkies, Shrek 2 Kid Cuisine with green Shrek 2 pudding, Shrek 2 chocolate flavored toothpaste.
They don't even have dental.
Nope, but Shrek sure does with the Shrek 2 root canal set by Play-Doh. There really just was no limit to their greed. You make the teeth with the Play-Doh and then you bash his fucking mouth in. Haven't you ever wanted to play with Shrek's mouth, little girl and boy? Like if that was enough, you could also become Shrek with the Shrek 2 Become an Ogre kit. Yep, oak cans were all the rage then, so why not Shrek? He's big and green. Anything with green ooze and orange packaging became the norm. Like the action figures, which came complete with their own little Shrek ears as part of the packaging. I really don't remember seeing too many of these being sold, at least not for long. Like kids were crazy about Shrek, but I don't know many of us that were actually dying to own action figures of Donkey with his signature waffle accessory. Actually, wait a minute, that sounds really cool actually. I'm keeping this. Try and take it. Try and fucking take it.
Look out, Shrek. He got a piece.
What was big though was the Shrek 2 official movie game. That's right, Shrek 2 beat Halo 2 to the punch in terms of 2004 video game sequel with green characters slapped on the orange background. Honestly, it was a big year for that, for some reason. I don't know why. This one being a 4-player beat-em-up made it the perfect party game, and it was what led me to finding out what a PS2 multi-tap even was. They even made an officially licensed Shrek 2 PS2 controller. Not only did it sell super well, it was one of the hottest rentals of its time. And I think this being such a major title was a testament to just how much of a phenomenon Shrek 2 was in terms of its hype. This also just felt kind of like the first proper console Shrek game. Like I already talked about the Shrek 1 game on Xbox, which was this bizarre launch title with this completely silent Shrek sprinting around these strange levels that didn't really feel like they belonged within the world of the film because of how little the devs had to work with. And that kind of energy defined Shrek games up to that point. A bunch of rushed, bare-bone titles scrambling to cash in on the license while it was getting hot, giving all the characters these big-ass heads. Shrek 2's game kind of felt like a point where they were like, okay, that's enough of this. And with the movie expanding the world of Shrek, there was finally more stuff to actually pull from. But if you didn't have 4 controllers, we did have the PC version of Shrek 2, a certified family computer classic.
What could be more fun than going on a really, really, really long road trip with me?
A root canal?
Just like the Spider-Man 2 PC game that same year, this version is completely different from the consoles. In fact, it's the same developers and engine too. Just the feel of it and the way the characters strafe around are practically identical. And Shrek fittingly controls like a powerful tank with this hauntingly loud smash attack combo.
Come on then!
Donkey is insanely OP too. His midi-chlorian count is off the charts, especially with his insane force jump.
And then we got energy bars floating in space. Why? Why are they here? I mean, they taste like rattlesnake and they make you feel all powered up, but still, you know.
Honestly, I gotta say, I kind of prefer this version here. If I had this game as a kid, ooh! I don't know if I could exactly say the same thing for the Shrek 2 Activity Center Twisted Fairy Tale Fun. It's more like mildly amusing fairy tale distractions. It's exactly as it sounds, a collection of different little basic mini games and activities. And Dad, can I please use the printer? These are super simple. One game, you click the ingredients to make swamp-ass smoothies. Catch the ingredients to make swamp-ass soup. A slow game assignment where Shrek has to eat exactly what Fiona's dad does. A lot of food games. There's Potion Trouble where you gotta match different colors and Shrek does white face. I guess he kind of does that in the movie. There's super basic stuff like, oh, can you find Puss in Boots? Click him, where is he?
I can't find pussy anywhere.
Speaking of little activities, that reminds me, I was so excited for Shrek 2. The wait was so excruciating that one day at school, we got one of them scholastic catalogs, where months before its release, you could order these official Shrek 2 activity books, which, this is important to know, came not only with a pack of scratch and stink stickers, but also, if you ordered now, would come with a bobblehead of Shrek. Now, I remember this one was pricier, like, I think it was like 15 bucks for this really thin activity book, so I really had to convince my parents to buy this thing. I was bringing it up every day, I was really emphasizing the promise of it also coming with a bobblehead of Shrek. I mean, it was a steal. Somehow, they actually caved, so I anxiously waited months for it to finally show up. Until it finally came. I remember the first day of May 2004, just weeks away from Shrek 2's release. I finally saw it, sitting there right on my desk, and my heart sank. This must be some sort of mistake. Where was the bobblehead? Well, I found it. There it was, right in the corner, squished under some plastic wrap. This tiny, pathetic, micro Shrek bobblehead. I got home that day, and my family asked me to show them the bobblehead. And, show us. Go ahead, show us that big bobblehead you were talking a big game about. Show us! Show us now! And so I did. The look on all their faces, the roaring laughter. I've never been more humiliated in my life. Stupid ass activity book. I also remember rushing to get the Shrek 2 Nick magazine issue, which really didn't tell me anything about the movie, but at least I got to see some cool ads, like the one for Shrek 3D. What the hell was this? I mean, Shrek 2 is just days away and we're already talking about Shrek the Third? Logically, I thought maybe it was just the first Shrek in 3D, but no, it says catch an all-new adventure in 3D. What was this thing? Turns out Shrek 3D is actually just Shrek 4D, the ride from Universal Studios, turned into a little home video release. Well, finally, after all these years, I got me a copy, which didn't come with the 3D glasses, unfortunately, but thankfully we'll be alright, because I got some with my Xbox 360 copy of Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters. Thank you, Mint Mobile. It's a short little fun adventure with some funny exaggerated 3D gags. You also got the Ghost of Farquaad, which is pretty neat. And honestly, the 3D effect is pretty damn solid at some points. And you know, I was never going to no damn theme parks as a kid, so this was like the best bet I had at ever seeing this shit. So I'm glad they were looking out.
Hi, this is Jeannie Mortensen, and we're here at the green carpet for the premiere for Shrek 2. Yes, this is definitely going to be the biggest blockbuster of this summer.
Not too long after, I ended up going to that opening day showing of Shrek 2, where they had us all packed like sardines, and I just loved it.
It's a thong!
I still remember the eruption of laughter at so many of these scenes. I always get whiplash when I rewatch this movie and realize just how few locations there actually are and how fast the plot moves. Because at the time, it truly felt big. The chaos of the factory sequence, watching all these little chubby dudes running away, the amount of characters populating far, far away, the final act with giant Gingy Mongo storming the city. And in terms of human characters, Prince Charming and Fairy Godmother just looked so damn realistic and detailed at the time. It felt mind-blowing. Not only did Shrek 2 live up to the hype, it became this certified classic. This could have easily been a disaster that made the series seem like some fluke, but no, this one solidified that Shrek was no accident. I mean, come on, the soundtrack, we got the VHS tape, everyone's always talking about the Shrek 2 DVD menu. You can even watch Shrek 2 in swamp-ass quality squeezed down to your green Game Boy Micro. Perfect size viewing for a tiny little scholastic bobblehead that will forever haunt me. Special thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring this operation. With the bonus pack links below, new and returning players who haven't logged on in the last 6 months will receive multiple premium vehicles. The Eagle of Valor Vehicle Decorator, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium. War Thunder, available on PC and console. So what are you waiting for? Move, soldier!